How's it going, everybody? Avery at Cleanwork Services, back again for another video. And in this video, we're going to be beginning on the trailer build. I got the trailer home yesterday. If you're following the channel, then you'll have already seen that video by the time this one goes up. It was quite the trek to get it back. It was supposed to be 4 hours there and 4 hours back. Ended up taking nearly 22 hours to do the whole trip. We left yesterday at like 9:30 in the morning and went and stopped off, got some breakfast, and carried on towards our first charging stop. And the trip down there was great. It went smoothly. We hit all the charging stations that we needed to and got there no issues. On the way back, however, we missed one of our charging stations by accident, thinking we were going to be able to make it to the next one, and we did not make it to the next one. We ended up stuck at a level 2 charger at a college in Middle Georgia and had to stay there for like 3.5 hours to get 40 or so miles of range, however many it was, 40 or something, to get back to the nearest DC fast charger to then carry on. Once we got past that, it was pretty smooth sailing on the way back, as you saw in the last video, but that added a ton of time to the trip. And I kind of expected driving an EV and going that far that it was going to take an extra 2 hours or so with the charging anyway, just because, the car I drive doesn't have particularly fast charging speeds. It only gets like 55 kilowatts at the peak of the charge curve. So I kind of planned that it was going to take about 6 hours to get down there and about 6 hours to get back. So we were anticipating that, but man, that missing a charge stop put a huge monkey wrench in the cogs of that trip. But nonetheless, we made it back here, all in one piece, which I'm very thankful for, and with the trailer, as you can see. So today, we're going to get started on painting the interior. I picked up, I shouldn't say I picked up, I ordered on Amazon some Herculiner. Seemed to have pretty decent reviews. It's similar to a like Rhino liner or Line-X for a truck bed. It's just a roll-on truck bed liner, or whatever you want to put it on. In this case, I'm going to be putting it on the floor of the trailer and a little bit up the walls. And for the walls themselves, I picked up this Bare Ultra semi-gloss stain blocking in an OSHA safety blue, so you can see it. That's the actual paint there on the top to match the outside of the trailer. So I am going to begin taping off the walls with the frog tape. This stuff is the best. I know some people prefer blue painter's tape, but in my opinion, this stuff works better. Just my personal preference. So that's what we're going to be using today. And I have a paint tray. I have some nitrile gloves because some people in the reviews were saying for the Herculiner that you absolutely want to wear some gloves with it, because if it gets on your hands, you cannot get it off. You'll literally have to wait for it to come off on its own. So I'll be using those, and I have a tiny roller. Yes, I know, it's small, it's very small. For doing the walls, it's what I have, so I'm gonna use it. I'm gonna roll with it. For the walls, as far as the paint goes. Yeah, with that said, I'm going to stop talking to the camera and put you guys on a time lapse and go ahead and clean up the floor and the walls of the trailer, wipe out any dust, and just prepare the surface, and then tape it up and get ready to put the paint on the walls. We'll get the job knocked out hopefully in, a couple hours, and you guys will be able to watch the results in the process of this video. This is going to be a series. I'm not going to cram everything, the whole build, into one video. We'll get this done. This will be the first step, and then hopefully tomorrow we'll be able to start putting components in. You can't see it, but right behind the tripod the camera is mounted to, I have a metal shelf that'll be going right here on that back wall in the V-nose. And I have some storage containers, some like bins, some plastic bins, parts bins to go on the other wall to store all my miscellaneous spare fittings, spare parts, O-rings, microfiber towels, just anything, all the little bits and bobs that go along with doing the business. So those things will be the first to go in tomorrow, but I'll save that for the next video and stop talking and start painting. I just finished cleaning out the trailer. So the first thing that I'm going to do is take the tape measure and go all the way around the walls on the inside and mark however far up the wall I'm going to stop the Rhino liner. And I think I'm probably only going to go up the wall with it about a foot. Yeah, probably about a foot. I've got my paint here and my little roller tray, my brush, and my respirator all ready to go. And we've taped up around the trailer where we're going to stop. So now it's time to get started. I'm going to start at the top and work my way down, just so I'm minimizing the amount of time that I'm squatting on my knees, because I'm quite tall. The trailer is only 5'6" on the interior. So we're going to start there, work our way down. Got the paint all mixed, shaken up, and ready to go. So let's get to painting.
Look at that. That's going to be nice. Alright. I think for now I'm going to work directly out of the can and see how it goes. Okay, so the trailer painting is coming along nicely, as you can see behind me. Unfortunately, my camera died earlier, and I missed some of the process, but I'm just rollering on the paint right now, and as you can see, that's where we're at so far. It's coming along quite nicely. I hope to have the whole thing painted tonight, including the floor. It just might be a late night, but we'll see how it goes. It's coming along nicely, looks really good, matches the outside of the trailer perfectly. So yeah, I'm going to keep painting, and you guys keep enjoying the video. as you can see, I've got the inside of the trailer painted all the way around. Now it's just the floor left that needs to be done. I've still got my respirator on because it's still wet and drying, but I've got the fan going and the door, open, so we're good. Yeah, it went pretty well. I think the paint covered really well. I don't expect that I'll have to do another coat just because it's a paint and primer in one, and it's good stuff. And it seems to have done what I wanted it to do in one coat. Now, obviously, we'll have to reassess in the morning once it's dry and see what it looks like. And if it needs a second coat, then we'll give it one. But for right now, based off of what I can see, it doesn't look like it will. Pretty much now, the only thing left to do is the floor and up to here on the walls where the tape is. So I'm going to take a break and let the paint dry enough that I can peel off the frog tape, and then we'll just have to wait until it's dry enough and tacky enough that I can begin doing the Herculiner. I almost said Rhinoliner. On the floor and the walls. You'll have to forgive me. I'm getting a little bit sleepy. It's about 2 o'clock in the morning now. So we've been at this for, I don't know, probably about 5 or 6 hours now. So yeah, I'm gonna let the paint dry, take this respirator off, take a break, and edit this video a little bit.